Can Shericka Jackson return to 10.6500 meter form after her 10.88 second place run at the Jamaica National Championships 2025? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. To drop a video you wanted to hear in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, Shericka Jackson is very happy.
If you tell me 2 weeks ago that I would make this team, I would be telling you that you lying. But
Jackson shared some very, very strong sentiments with the Jamaica Observer, and we decided to talk about this feature because it really was an insight into where her head was at while she was prepping for and during her Jamaica National Championships attempt to make the women's 100 meter team, which of course she did. As she stated in that opening video that you saw, she said, honestly, if I said I knew 2 weeks ago that I would make this team, I would be lying. I never doubted myself completely, but training was a roller coaster for the last 3 or probably 3.5 weeks, and sometimes mentally I was tapped out. Well, unless you were living under a rock, if you know anything about Jamaican track and field or world track and field, you would have known that Tina Clayton, one half of the famous Clayton twins, the twin turbo, won in a new personal best and third fastest time thus far for the women's 100 meters of 10.81, with Shericka Jackson taking second in 10.88 and the perennial Shelly and Fraser Price taking third in 10.91 seconds. So, can Shericka Jackson get even faster?
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
What was exciting for me was seeing glimpses of Shericka Jackson from 2 years ago. After her run, she was joking around. She was Shericka Jackson, and I think this is a really good sign. Listen.
guys, before I start, I unblocked Anthony. Oh yes, yes. So, you want me to talk? Give me the mic. So guys, I'm here tonight. I made my, let me see, 2015, 2017, 2019, 2022, 2023, and I'm back 2025. So you see, and I'm running both events. So you know, I already qualified for the 200. So tonight coming out here to qualify for the 100.
She have a bag, because you know why? She's that girl.
I'm that girl.
She's Miss 21-4.
Dang.
Cool, one on 21-3.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I list out all the years I made the team. And honestly, I think this year was a bit challenging. I'm not going to lie. If you tell me 2 weeks ago that I would make this team, I would be telling you that you lying. But as I said, it's just for me to regroup myself, and I'm back. I'm happy, and mentally I'm okay. So, you know, the persons that are in my corner, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Sometimes I'm not feeling well mentally, but I'm back mentally, and that's good. I have my friends, I have my family, I have my Scotia family. They're in the stands, and we're back, guys.
So I think this is a very, very important thing to see Shericka Jackson being Shericka Jackson. In her interview with The Observer, she added, I had to go see my therapist. I had to take a break mentally, she said. Trials are coming up, and what happened last year was playing on my mind. Now, you know, I've constantly talked about this on this channel, and people I don't understand why the misunderstanding. Nothing we do in our lives, nothing you can achieve and or not achieve, everything you do, I should say, is impacted by your state of mind. Now, someone said to me, I'm not a psychologist. This has nothing to do with psychology or my being a psychologist. It's kind of common sense. If you doubt yourself, it becomes much more difficult to succeed at anything you do. If you listen to the naysayers, it becomes much more difficult at anything you try to achieve. And what was important in this segment of what you just saw her say was she said, I'm okay mentally, I'm back mentally. Continue to listen.
Baby's got me proud. Yeah, and they're real too. Thank you. Oh my God.
Hold on, who organizes this? You?
All of us. We're Jacka's children. We love you.
Is it a tiny?
She went on to say in her interview with the Jamaica Observer, last year was a roller coaster. She said, I probably ran with a strained quad, which I didn't even know of. But that was last year. I don't dwell on last year. I don't want it in my mind because sometimes it might play on your mind and I want to focus on what's next.
Alfred, but now getting into one is Shericka Jackson. She's a great 400-metre runner as well. Daryl Nita trying to go with her. Good running in lane 3 there from Morrison. Oh, and Jackson pulls up. Not an abrupt pull up as Alfred takes it from Nita. And that is a great shape.
So I was watching closely at this stage when Jackson, but you can see that she has got strapping on the back of that leg, and it just is, yeah, that doesn't look good for Jackson. It was at that point she would have needed to just up the effort, Jackson. And
I'm just reading her quotes because I want you to know her state of mind. She said, quote, I always have a little paper because my paper from last year, I still have it on my fridge. I didn't achieve it, but definitely have it, she shared. I set my goals and last year I was really unsure about what I wanted. Even though I set my goals, I set them later than usual. But this time, I set my goals from when I closed out my season early last year. I wrote that my goal for this year is to make the team for the 100 meters because I had already made it for the 200 meters. So I'm here, I'm happy, I'm healthy, she added. Everybody showed up tonight and I wanted to make the team, she said. I would have taken a sub-11 to make the team. It would have taken a sub-11 to make the team. I'm happy to be on the team. I can't complain. Now, after that horrendous year in 2024, Shericka Jackson finally opened her 100 meters season at the Rabbit Diamond League. And I'm referencing this track and field season, the 2025 season. She opened up with a win of 11.04, which at that time was a season's best, taking down the likes of McCoy, Sears, and others.
Oh, a really good start from Barnes, and Sturgis got away quickly as well, and these two with half yard, although Barnes is beginning to go back. Shericka Jackson coming through the middle. Jason Shears is going to be close as well. It's going to be tight on the line. Jackson might just get there. She does. McCoy storms through for second. Well, we said we weren't sure what to expect from Shericka Jackson, and it's good to see. We want up.
Well, tomorrow, Shericka Jackson will have another massive moment where we can state where she is and if she is able to get back to that 10.65, fifth fastest time all time in the women's 100 meters. Because you see, tomorrow will be the Prefontaine Classic with the most incredible women 100 meter lineup thus far for the 2025 season. In fact, I dare to say this 100 meter lineup could be the finals at this year's World Championships. Just to name a few, there is Favor Ofili, who, well, I think she's now repping for Turkey. There is Tina Clayton. There is Tia Clayton. There is Dina Asher Smith. There is the defending Olympic champion Julian Alfred. There's Africa's best Marie-Josée Talou of Côte d'Ivoire. There's Melissa Jefferson, who has been on fire. There's T.T. Terry, another one of the very dangerous Americans. And of course, there is Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, the question is, can Shericka Jackson in 2025 get back to her 10.65 form, which made her the 5th fastest woman, tied with Sha'Carri Richardson, of course, in the history of the women's 100 meters? Now, let's look at this thing, break it down. The reason why I showed you what I showed at the very, very beginning, her saying that she didn't believe she would have made the team. She talked about the fact that she had to go and see her therapist. The fact that she's mentally okay now, her confidence is getting back. The fact that she knew that she had to run a sub-11 to make the team. That's the first point. It means that psychologically, Jacko is pretty much back to where she needs to be. And I'm going to keep saying it to you because some of you just don't grasp. When one talks about psychology, people, it don't mean that you're mentally ill. All of us have psychological struggles. Every person listening to this podcast or to this video, all of we go through it. You have your moments when you doubt. Can I do it? Am I able to do it? And let's face it, the more confident you are in any endeavor, it tends to be the better for you. After the nightmare that Shericka Jackson went through last year, it was a nightmare year, people. Absolutely nightmare year. The one time she attempted to run overseas, I showed you the video, she pulled up in the race. That's going to impact you. And I keep telling all of you that recovering from an injury is not just physiological, it's psychological. The injury impacts you mentally as well as physically. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to be a psychologist to have common sense. You don't. It's common sense. It's something that we all deal with. If you are in doubt, if you don't believe you can do something, achieving that goal becomes even much more difficult. So, A, she's back mentally. She's back. Her self-confidence is coming back. Second point, she opened up her 100 meters running 11:04 at the Jamaica National Trials. In the finals, she ran 10.88. Now, may not have been as impressive as a 10.81, but you do remember the first time she hit the sub, she ran 10.87, if my memory serves me correctly, in 2021 at the Jamaica National Championships. So that's a very good sign. She's lowering her times, her season's best are getting better, so she's going in the right direction. So that's the second point. She is improving. Now, tomorrow at the Prefontaine Classic, she'll face the toughest lineup she has faced thus far. If Tia Clayton is back at her best, Tina Clayton at her best, if Sha'Carri Richardson is better than the last time we saw her, which was really not very impressive, but it was very early in the season. If T.T. Terry is at her best, if Shelly's at her best, this is a heck of a lineup, people. This is a no-joke lineup. Julian Alfred, always dangerous. And Alfred is running some crazy times. So, what I'm looking forward to see is if she further improves. I don't care if she wins. If she continues to lower her times, that's what I want to see. Can she hit sub 10.88 or at least get to 10.88 again, meaning Shericka Jackson? That's what's relevant to me in terms of if she does that tomorrow, it means she's going in the right direction. The third point that I want to make is that there's 2 months before World Championships. So she has more than enough time to further correct her 100 meters and get better and better. Now that she's psychologically back, she's running faster and faster with the necessary changes that I'm sure that her coach Paul Francis of MVP will make. She will only get faster. 4, she said she's healthy. That was very important to me. That was because I did see tape on her back. I was a little concerned, but it might have been as if it was supporting tape, because throughout the entire she didn't look uncomfortable. Of course, I did wonder why it is that she didn't run at least the heats in the 200 meters. That does keep me a little concerned, to be honest with you. So, fact is, if Shericka Jackson is truly fully healthy, her time is improving over the 100 meters from 11:04 to 10.88, coming second behind a blistering Tina Clayton. And I'm going to say it again, had Tia Clayton been healthy, she might have ended up third. So if she's healthy, she's going in the right direction in terms of lowering her season's best, getting faster and faster. 3, there's 2 whole months before World Championships, which is a whole heap of time for her to just improve. I'm going to say to the J3s, kudos and congrats, great ones. I think you should continue to keep the championships during June because it gives the athletes a lot of time to make any necessary corrections. So psychologically, she's back. She's trending in the right direction in terms of lowering her time. She's healthy. And she is confident. Do I think she can get back to 10.65? I think there's a possibility. There's at least a 60% possibility that she can get back there. But she doesn't have to run 10.65 to win. I think anyone who's able to hit a 10.70, 10.75, 10.77 will be able to win at this Worlds. That's my prediction. She could have to run faster, but I do believe there's at least a 60% chance that Shericka Jackson can hit 10.65 back to her season's best, her personal best in the women's 100 meters. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. Now, once more, I just want to say happy 4th of July to our royals who reside in and are citizens of the United States of America. Full joy your day today. I know I've not been posting as regularly, but dealing with some family stuff, but it's all good. And don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch at printfry.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals. And by the way, I should ask, do you think she can get back to 10.65 this season? You are royals, kings and queens. Bless us.